Oh yeah! It's the E3 Ass Explosion! It's about Microsoft and some games! Yeah! Starting the monster! I wish. That would be a really sick intro. Hello, guys and gals, and welcome back to my yearly, once a year, whatever it is, show, the E3 Ass Explosion 2013. It's been a little while since I made a video, so this is exciting. I'm pretty pumped. And now you can actually see my face, because the last time I was a silhouette, and I looked like Mr. Game & Watch. Anyways, so then, let's get on with this. As always, I'm very professional. I use these cue cards because there is no way in hell I'm going to remember every single game that was announced. The thing that makes it really confusing ever since last year is now that half of the conferences are on TV and the other half you got to find your own way, you know, via an IGN stream or something, or game trailers or whatever the hell is going to show it. So it was a lot of stuff I had to collect. In any case, this episode is about Microsoft. There's obviously been a lot of, I guess, controversy or something over the DRM with the used games, you know, whether or not publishers are going to allow people to buy their games used, you know, whether or not people are going to be able to trade games and stuff. There's a lot of wind outside. I don't know if you can hear that. Any case, we're going to get right into it, and then I'm going to have my controversial winner and that kind of stuff. So, you know, get ready to get mad at me or whatever. So, anyways, the first game that Microsoft showed after Don Mattrick came out and did his thing was Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Now, that game looks visually stunning. Like, everything about it looks really cool. Oh, yeah, I should also mention these are my opinions and my views. If you do not agree with them, don't get butthurt. And if you do have something you want to contribute or you want to, you know, want me to see eye to eye with you, put it in the comment section. You know, be kind of unsure about it, kind of not, whatever. Yeah, so the Phantom Pain was shown. Metal Gear Solid 5 looks amazing, like I was saying. Open world game. They're going to change the way the stealth is, basically, since it's going to have more of a dynamic thing going on. They showed hiding behind not only just regular old things, but even horses. The game looks really amazing. I've never really been into Metal Gear, so I don't know much about it, but I can honestly say that the Metal Gear fans are in for a treat, because that game looks fucking awesome. Kojima came out too. He's the man. He talked about it, and then that was kind of it. They showed off the new Xbox 360 Slim, which was on sale the day of the announcement. I don't know what to make of this. Of Xbox 360 fans that want a new 360, that's cool. It looks like the new Xbox One design. So, yeah, pretty neat, I guess. I don't really know what to make of that. They're also doing something very similar to what PS Plus was doing, which is if you are a member of Gold, of Xbox Gold, you get 2 free games a month leading up till launch, I believe they said. So the first 2 games are Halo 3 and Assassin's Creed 2, which is good. I mean, that's really cool. So they're, like, actually, like, you know, basically they're taking a pretty solid idea, and they're going to give, you know, people good games and stuff and for free. So hopefully they keep going with it, because I think they said it's up until launch. I don't know, don't quote me on that, but if it's going to keep going through Xbox One, that's great, because then the Xbox people finally have their games for free, which is awesome. Let's see. World of Tanks was announced. I know it's a quite popular PC game, and I don't really know too much about it other than you playing in a giant tank. Did look like a lot of fun, actually. Pretty cool that that's coming to Xbox One. Should be an awesome game just to blow up your friends and have a good time. Why not? That's cool. They also showed this other game. I believe these are more of indie games. Max Curse of the Brotherhood. It looks like a little boy that wishes his brother away accidentally, and it's a side-scrolling platformer. Looks really impressive, actually. Looks awesome. Totally kind of up my alley. Very cool game. Yeah, I think it's only coming to Xbox. I don't entirely know. Pretty neat, though. Dark Souls 2. Obviously, it's not coming to just Xbox. That game looks pretty awesome. I've had some experience with Dark Souls, and I won't be buying that either way. That game whooped my ass, and that game it's just too hardcore for me, I guess. I don't know, man. That game is tough. Anyways, looks great. Looks like it's going to get a lot of polish, too, so the Dark Souls fans out there are going to love that game. I literally just thought I heard a firework go off. God, man, there's always something going on when I'm filming. Okay, then they got to Xbox One, where they got to, like, okay, this is where shit gets real moment or whatever. And from Crytek Studios, they unveiled this game called Rise, Son of Rome. this is supposed to be a really big game for Xbox One. It is like a gigantic, big ass Roman game, and you're fighting, and there's like executing moves that have like almost like, I don't know if they're like quick time or what they are. I'm not gonna really clarify that, but you hit buttons and you do different things and chop off limbs and all kinds of stuff. You saw all the soldiers together. You saw just groups of dudes beating the shit out of each other. Everything just looked fucking real. There was fire coming out of the towers and things breaking and ships crashing. It looked badass. I'm not even gonna lie, it looked pretty badass. Does it take hints from God of War? A little, in my opinion, just a little, just little dabs to everything. But it looks cool. I can. It's seriously impressive, honestly. Then they out of nowhere showed like a freaking smidge trailer for Killer Instinct. You know, the old Rare fighting game from like the Super Nintendo era. Wow, man. I mean, that game looks awesome. I mean, I wanted more. I noticed the slowdown when you do combos, and I thought that was interesting. I know they only showed 3 characters off. From what everybody's been saying, it's going to be some kind of format where you get to pick what you want to do. If you get the demo, you could start with Jago. And I don't know if there's any other characters that you play as in a demo, but then you pick your purchase packages. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not crazy about this purchase package concept. I think that you should just sell the game in retail for a cheap price, or, you know, call it a day, because I don't really know, I don't really understand that. Like, what, okay, buy the game and you get 4 characters that you wanted. I don't really know if I like that, but the game looks amazing, and I really hope it lives up to a Rare-like thing, because I know most of their team left, and it looks awesome. And I like how they were like, we listened and everything. I was like, yay, you did listen. You should have showed more though. Sunset Overdrive. Insomniac Games is working on an exclusive for Microsoft. Yes, the dudes that made Ratchet and Clank and Spyro, that worked with Sony all these years, they're making an exclusive game. It was a trailer. It looked like a shooter where you're going on these hang glide looking things, and you're on rails, and you have all these different items you pick up, and you shoot them at these creatures. It looked wild, man. It looked really cool. I don't really know what to make of it, but I'm sure it's going to be a kick-ass game, because I know their last game wasn't so hot, so this one they're probably going to take their time on, since it's an exclusive and whatnot. Forza Motorsport 4, you know how I am about sports and cars games. I don't get a boner from them. I'm sorry. I'm sure car fans love it. I'm sure they're like, woo! Me, don't really care. A car's a car. Sorry. It's my opinion again. Minecraft, again, I don't really care about Minecraft. I know everybody does, so don't like jump at me. I know there's like, it's coming to Xbox One, and probably gonna be more features and stuff, so, I mean, that's cool for the Minecraft fans. You know, again, I can't hate. Quantum Break, what the fuck is this? I'm sorry. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, every time they show this game, like, the first time they showed it, I didn't know what it was. This time, I don't know what it is. It's slow motion. The guy saves the girl from time or something. Come on, just show more. Show some gameplay. What is it? Is it a story? I don't really understand. Is it a movie? What's going on? D4, which was supposed to be a survival horror, almost cel-shaded looking Japanese-inspired kind of game. I am really intrigued by this game. I want to see more. It was very brief. I want to see how that develops, because that could be a sleeper just out of nowhere. It looks fascinating. So anything that looks interesting, yeah, that always gets points. Project Spark. Okay, so Project Spark, I have to say this, because if I don't, I'm not going to feel right. It's like they're making a little Big Planet game for Microsoft. That's basically what it is. Because it's like, you play as these little guys, you can create worlds, you can create battles, you can probably play with your friends, I'm assuming, and you can make these gigantic landscapes. It was very impressive. I thought it was nice. I would have liked a little bit more explanation, or a little more zoom in, because I felt like it was very zoomed out a lot. But it's cool. I mean, I'm glad that they're getting their own creation games. You can't, at the end of the day, it's always good to see new things, new genres and stuff on other platforms. So I was happy about it personally. They talked about the smart glass. The smart glass is going to be used into a lot of games. If you want to get it or not, you can blow people up and shit and yada yada, whatever, who cares. Twitch TV, you can stream your games just like the PS4 is going to do. You figured the both of them are going to both do it, right? So fuck it. Twitch TV, that's cool. I'm assuming, I think that's supposed to be the better service than the one Sony got, right? Yikes, I don't know. And yeah, you're also allowed to edit and do that sort of thing. So you can really, like, these new consoles coming out from Sony and Microsoft are like you're gonna be able to do whatever the hell you want. Like, you pretty much just film your own shit. That's pretty cool, man. I really like that stuff. I don't know how everybody feels, because everybody's like, oh my god, you're gonna put that on social media, this and social media. You know what? That's cool though, man. Because a lot of people always wanted to stream their games. You can't always afford the stuff to record it and shit. So I think that's cool, personally. Live unlimited Xbox Live's getting unlimited friends. I think it's if you have the gold or something. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Now you're gonna finally pay for things on the shop with real money. Yeah, about fucking time. Because every time someone tells me, oh, it's 1,200 Microsoft points, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I want you to just say a real number. So I'm happy. I'm happy for the Microsoft people that they get that finally. They have the ability to say real prices. Whew. Okay, next. Dead Rising 3, no loads, open world. It looks like they're taking Dead Rising, the franchise from Capcom, and they are completely rethinking this. You know, it's a little more serious, but I know, I from what I've been reading, there are still a lot of comedic things and quirky things in there, so it's not going to ruin the feel of it. Maybe the look might, but whatever. It's going to be more serious. There's more zombies. The customization's just right on the fly. You can build whatever you want. The new hero is, like, I guess a mechanic or something. I think his name's Vic. I don't know the rest of his name. I was really impressed with this. This looks amazing. I didn't really like Dead Rising 2. I never played 1 because I didn't have Xbox. It looks really good, and it's exclusive, so I was pretty like, fuck, you know, just, I don't know, man. That's like, so I would have to get an Xbox to play that. That game looks really fucking cool. Yeah, I like it personally. I think it's cool. What we got here? Witcher 3. This open world fantasy. Is it an RPG? Is it an action RPG? I never played the Witcher game. Looks incredible. Like, that's gonna be a really impressive game on these platforms, man. That's one that everybody knows is gonna be a big hit. It looks awesome. I don't know much about The Witcher, so don't shoot me. I can't just stand here and talk about The Witcher because I don't know anything about it. I'm sorry. I almost said something else. Battlefield 4. I saw the demo where the building goes down. That was really impressive. You know how I am about army shooters and stuff too. I know everybody's like, what the fuck's your problem right now? I'm sorry. It's just, it doesn't do anything for me. Visually, it looks stunning. What they're doing in the game looks great, but for me, if it was a different game, maybe I'd be more interested. But personally, I don't care that much. But I know it's gonna be a big hit, and yeah, looks better than God. They showed this really strange game. And I was at my friend's house when we watched the E3, and all of us were just kind of like, what the fuck is this? It's called Below. It's like, almost like, it looks almost like a painting, but the problem is the camera is so zoomed out and the characters are so small that, yeah, okay, you can appreciate the art of it, but what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? They barely talked about it. It was just a very quick little thing. So they better do something about that, because that was kind of piss poor. Not the game, but just the way it was shown. Okay, and then they unveiled this big-ass CG Halo trailer. Yeah, it was pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie, it was badass. Like, Master Chief's, like, walking in this thing, and this big sandworm thing, or alien, or whatever the fuck it is, pops out, and he's like, yo, what's up, bitch? And this fucking hood falls off, and it's like, oh, it's Master Chief. And then the people came out, and they're like, yo, Halo's coming. 60 frames, motherfucker. So you know it's gonna be like Halo 5 coming next year or some shit. Very impressive, very cool. I know all the Xbox fans were like, yay! So that was pretty cool. They also announced that the console is going to be $499, so basically $500. I know it comes with that Kinect thing, and yeah, it's kind of a lot of money, just being honest. And then they showed Titanfall from Respawn Entertainment. Now, these are the guys that made Call of Duty, and now they're making this futuristic. I don't know if I want to say it's militaristic, but it has aspects of it. It's very futuristic, and the big thing is that not only are you shooting at each other, of course, but you have these giant Titan machine-looking guys. And the craziness of it is you can jump out of one with a parachute, practically, like launch yourself out, and you can go into another one. Like, you could literally rip the other guys apart and stuff right from the top of them. Looks extremely impressive, very cool. I believe that's an Xbox exclusive, so that was really impressive. I thought that was a pretty solid way to close the show out, because even I was like, shit, man, this is cool, man. I would play this. So all in all, this is the part where I get a little controversial, okay? I think that they did a phenomenal job at showing games. I think when they came out, they barely talked about TV, pretended that the thing they did to talk about the Xbox One never happened. The games that, they're going hard on the exclusives. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're showing games. Maybe not all those games are going to appeal to everybody, but there's something for everybody now as opposed to what they used to do. I personally felt like the old Xbox 360 that would just show shooters and sports games. Now I'm seeing fighting games. Now I'm seeing some fantasy stuff. Now I'm seeing more of the other things that I never really personally... I'm sure it's there, but I didn't see a lot of it, alright? It wasn't like they shot it at us and said, oh yeah, check this game out, It's like... So, for me, I was very, very, very intrigued by the Xbox One. However, I didn't like how they didn't discuss their business practices that much. I think that personally, if they didn't do this once online shit, and they didn't do the used games things for at least themselves, because Sony's gonna do the same thing, unfortunately, but they're gonna at least allow you to play their games, the Sony games, for free, then I would feel better. The $500 price tag, it's $100 more. It depends on the person, right? So I can't be like, oh man, that's a big thing, but at the same time, it kind of is sometimes. I don't know. That being said, I don't really know, I don't really feel like they won entirely. Like, I'm sorry, I know someone out there is going to be pissed off at me for saying this. I don't feel like they won entirely. I don't. Because at the end of the day, there's maybe, for me personally, just speaking out of my own mouth, there's 3 or 4 games that I might get on that console if I were to buy it. And at the same time, it's like, I don't even know if I care that much about them. I don't even know if I feel that way about them, And one of them is having a package program. I don't even know, And I don't really want to pay $500. I'd rather pay $4, but that's just my opinion again. Anyways, I don't mean to piss off any Microsoft fans. Let's face it, you know where I was going with this. In any case, they were very impressive this year. I will say this, let's end on a good note. They definitely came in, they kicked some ass this year. They did much better than they usually do. And I just hope that they can convince me to buy this thing, because I was definitely almost there. I definitely was. I just want them to rework those things, and then maybe I'll consider it. And that's it. Stay tuned for the other parts. I'm going to do a Sony one, obviously, and then I do a Nintendo one. And that's it. Peace!